and then you play the opening sequence of Arkham City, and it's like, oh, this is amazing. Welcome back to the Junior Mints podcast. This podcast is here to help you guys navigate life while also helping you guys have a fun life as well. My name is Finn Lawler. I'm your host. Let's jump right in. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about a game that holds a special spot in my heart. A game that I grew up with, pretty much, or at least almost grew up with. A game that is just probably one of the greatest games, I think, of the 2010s. I believe it came out in 2013, 2011, something like that. Anyway, we'll be talking about the sequel to arguably the second greatest Batman game. We'll be talking about Batman Arkham City and just kind of my thoughts on it. Now, granted, Arkham Asylum was pretty good. I enjoyed the combat and the ending and all that, but Arkham City, what makes Arkham City special is that it continues the greatness of what Arkham Asylum was. Like, remember if you guys have ever played Arkham City, wow, I keep mixing the two. Sorry. If you guys ever played Arkham Asylum, you guys know that it's one of the greatest games of all time. Now, shockingly, when the sequel came out, I was going to be like, oh, I didn't know they made a sequel to Arkham Asylum. But Arkham City came along, and then you play the opening sequence of Arkham City, and it's like, oh, this is amazing. Oh my gosh. So Arkham City kept the magic of Arkham Asylum alive. And it also tripled how amazing it is. So I would put it up there as probably one of the best superhero video games of all time. I don't really know a whole bunch of superhero games. Like, yeah, there's like Injustice and all that fun stuff. Let's see what else. There's some like DC Universe Online, which is a fun game, but that's not what we're talking about here. There was I don't know. I'm trying to think. I definitely will say that Batman Arkham City is one of the greatest superhero video games of all time, and I'll say that it's even one of the greatest heroes of all time. Video games, hello. So, Batman Arkham City sort of had like shoes to fill as far as how amazing it was, how amazing its predecessor was. But little did we know, it only tripled that success of the famous Arkham Asylum that came out in 2011. So, I don't know. I think it definitely filled those shoes and it exceeded expectation because a lot of sequels to video games, with the exception of Kingdom Hearts 2, let's be real here, a lot of the sequels to video games are not great. We can all agree on that. Like, let's say with the God of War franchise, right? Like, those games were good, but like as each game went on, it's like, okay, dude, we want to just chill with that. So I think Arkham Asylum. No, wow, I keep doing that. I keep saying Arkham Asylum, Arkham City. Sorry, Arkham City. I think Arkham City is one of those games where it it basically just it just found a new way to amaze all of us, pretty much. So basically, Arkham City is one of those games where the whole entire map is surrounded by a wall, and that wall is known as Arkham City, where all the criminals and like all the escapees of Arkham, pretty much, were moved from the asylum into the actual city. So it's really cool. You get this. There are just like gangs on each corner. You get to fight. It's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. The atmosphere, actually, real quick, going back to the wall, it's like one giant super prison, which is pretty cool. When I first started playing, I was like, "Whoa, this is pretty trippy," And like the opening sequence where you're walking through as Bruce Wayne. Spoiler alert, by the way, but when you're walking through as Bruce Wayne and you see Floyd Lawton like in the line next to you, it's like, "Wow, that's so cool." So it's a cool game. The atmosphere, the whole like snowy aspect of it, and like the snowy vibe of the entire city, I think made that game. Because like if it took place in the summer or the spring, it wouldn't be as cool. Um, I think what what shocked me as well was how you went from like a tiny little asylum to a big old open world. It's like whoa, and like that some games don't do that very well. But I think Arkham Asylum, wow, see what I'm saying? Sorry, Arkham City. I think Arkham City did that pretty well. I'm gonna do that a lot this episode, so be just bear with me here. Um, Overall, I think the fun part also is gliding around the city. The navigation is pretty fun. The map is still the same. Sometimes things get lost. Like I got lost numerous times when I was still um, going through the map for the first time, but it's pretty cool. And like the gliding mechanics of the cape as you're kind of it's that was awesome. You know, it just felt smoother than Asylum did. You know, the and the plot lines of this game I think are awesome. Like Hugo Strange, you got Protocol 10, you got the Joker, and then you got Batman's timer ticking down as he, spoiler alert, is infected by the Joker with the same disease that Joker is dying of. So it's really just kind of one giant countdown to see who's going to die first. It's a pretty good narrative. You could probably look up cutscenes on YouTube and stuff like that, but it's pretty cool. The, I mean, I thought one part of the story also was pretty cool was how desperate Batman was to get the cure for the Joker who is dying, but and then the whole like spoiler alert thing at the end where it's like, oh, it was just Clayface the whole time, which was so freaking cool. I still watch cutscenes from that sometimes, and it's just like, what? And then you got things such as like the Ra's al Ghul fight, which is pretty cool. You got the Catwoman DLC, which is kind of cool too. You got the multiple Batman suits, so like not a lot of things changed from Arkham Asylum, but like it kind of just got a lot better. And then you have like the Talia al Ghul storyline, all the fun stuff like that. You got to do the the demon head. There we go, the demon head challenges for I can never say his name correctly. Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul. It doesn't matter which one you say. The dual narrative between Catwoman and Batman was kind of cool too. Was it necessary? No, not exactly, but it was kind of a cool feature, kind of because you can play as Catwoman anyway, and so kind of just seeing that like point of view from each side, it was pretty cool. Let's take a look here at the free flow combat. I think the combat was actually the same as Arkham Asylum. They just kind of made the combat smoother, if that makes sense. Um, I frankly thought it was a lot better because it, they fixed the bug where like you go to like punch one of the inmates, but instead they still punch you, and it's like, bro, I just blocked that, but the game was kind of just like, no, you didn't. So they really fixed that when it came to Arkham City. The Predator encounters, so like the stealth missions and stuff, are still the same. It's just they just made the scale a lot bigger. So like there's a mission in there somewhere where you have to take out 5 snipers on each side, but like you start from way out here. It was more challenging, I think. So, but they have like the red lasers for the snipers, so you can actually know who they're aiming at, if they're aiming at you, or like where they are in general. It's pretty cool, actually. It's pretty efficient, in my opinion. The boss fights, I think the boss fights are pretty cool in this game, especially the Clayface boss fight at the very end. It's tough and tricky, but it's really really fun. And also it's not my favorite, but the Mr. Freeze boss fight, it's cool, but they probably could have. I mean, I didn't like it very much, but that's just because I'm a nerd. And let's see, what other boss fights are there? Oh, the one where you fight a Clayface Joker where it's not actually Joker, but like you're in that like what's that place called, like a circus and like a or like no, I'm sorry, an amusement park. It's pretty cool. I'm trying to think what other boss. Oh, the Ra's al Ghul boss fight, that was pretty fun. Um, I'm sure I'll remember the boss fights later after I stop recording this. But overall, the boss fights were pretty fun. I think they were more smooth as well. The gadget wheel, I think, from like the explosive gel to like the grappling hook. I don't know if they needed to make all of those adjustments on the gadget wheel, but it was a pretty good selection. I thought it was a little too overwhelming, but not too bad. Not too bad. The Riddler trophies and stuff. I personally didn't finish the Riddler trophies like at all, so I'm kind of just still. Well, I don't know if I'm ever gonna go back and play that and like find all the Riddler trophies. I found all the Riddler trophies on Arkham Asylum, but that's because I was just bored, and it was on a smaller map. I don't know if I could ever go to a bigger map and do more challenges. Sure, I probably could, but I don't know. It was a little overwhelming, I think, in my opinion. But I think if you were a dedicated fan, which I am still, but like if you were a dedicated fan with time, you can actually finish the Riddler challenges. Somebody probably will watch this and go, yeah, I did them. I'm like, okay, cool, man. Let's see the side missions. I think the side missions were pretty good as well. I didn't really do a whole lot of them. I just kind of played through the main campaign and then that's it. But from the side missions that I did see, they were cool. They didn't really add to the entire story. Not that they. I'm a big story guy, so like when I played through the main story, I'm like, okay, we're good, we're done, let's wrap this up. But then I see the side missions, and I'm like, I don't want to do that because it's like, I don't know. You might disagree with me on that. I'm not a big side missions guy. Not, and the Infamous kind of turned me off from those. Just how there are too many side missions, in my opinion. The I think what partly made this game good was the voice talents, or the voice talents of Mark Hamill as Joker and Kevin Conroy, rest in peace, as Batman. Their talent in general made this game what it is, and they are probably the greatest voice actors of all time. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. Let's see the soundtrack of this entire game. Oh my gosh, I sometimes listen to them. Just I, I I sometimes listen to some of the soundtracks like on YouTube or something. Pretty good, and it's just like right in the feels and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I think this game is amazing. I want to play through the main storyline again, but I don't have time to do that. But in the times that I have played through the storyline, I thought it was awesome and it was great. So if you guys haven't played Arkham City or Arkham Asylum or any of the Arkham games, you should do it. It's play through at least one of them. Like play through one of them each. Like how do I explain this? Play through each one time, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. You don't have to like it, but just kind of see what the hype is around the Arkham games. They are masterpieces. So, but yeah, I think that's all I got for you. This has been the Junior Mints podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. If you'd enjoyed it, please drop a like, subscribe down below, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.